leader. Sige po. Anyone sa dalawa po?
Magandang umaga po. Yes, siguradong mangyayari yung araw na yan at dahil isa yan sa mga sensitibong positions na dapat talaga ay mailagay na natin. Nang sa ganun, magpatuloy nga yung sinasabi nating mga nakabimbing trabaho dito sa lower house. These are three very important positions, especially yung majority leader. At ito ang magtitimon, ito ang mag-guide at mag-traffic ng mga bills and resolutions na tinatalakay dito sa Congress.
Congressman Winnie, sir, from
Yes, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. We intend to resolve this very ticklish and very critical problem this afternoon so that we will now jumpstart the legislative agenda of the President. And the new speakers also very anxious to set forth the legislative agenda. So I am sure, in fact, we got word because kami po ni Ace Barbers, we are part of the representatives who now lead some committees. My friend here is the chairman of the Committee on Drugs, and this representation is the chairman of the Committee on Metro Manila Development. And there was a 1-minute meeting, that was presided no less by the speaker, that we go on with our committees. So in other words, the new speaker GMA would not waste one single minute, so that this now all of the legislative agenda will now flow into fruition.
Sir,
We hope later on ma-resolve na ito.
PDP Laban is the ruling party here in the House. Alam naman natin na mukhang nahahati ngayon ang PDP Laban. As far as PDP Laban Congressman is concerned, sino ho ba ang kinikilala ninyong leader?
Well, as of now, there is no changes yet as far as Coco Pimentel and former Speaker Alvarez is concerned with Secretary General Alcusi. The President, the Speaker GMA presided also of an earlier meeting last week wherein stay puto kami, there will be no changes, and this was also attended by the Deputy Speaker si Cusi. So we got word that stay put as is po. So we hope it would maintain that way. However, because of recent developments, I am sure, and we will also bat that considering that the GMA now is the speaker right now, I think we should level up her position as a PDP. And we would like to recommend her in a national scene, a national position dun po sa PDP. So we got assurance that we will not be ousted. So we will work now for a unity and harmonious relationship within the PDP, those who supported GMA and those who maintained their loyalty to the former Speaker Alvarez. We hope and pray that it will be resolved soon, and we will work with deliberate speed for the unity and harmonious relationship. Otherwise, it's either we get ousted, or they get ousted.
Okay, Rene?
Follow-up lang, yung sinabi ko na walang papalitan sa chairmanship, mas sumuporta kay Alvarez. Sa tingin mo, sa inyong opinion, mangyayari ba ito all the way up to end of this Congress? No rebound?
Well, our understanding is that everybody is will stay there and work on a temporary basis.
Temporary?
Yeah. Even those who have supported GMA, I think what is important is it would be validated. So it will be validated and ratified. So everything, all positions will be up in the air.
Okay, Yaneska, please.
Good morning po. Sir, kay Congressman Barbers po. Sir, I understand you are not one of the 184 who voted for Speaker Arroyo. Tama po ba yung list? Wala kasi kayo dun sa 184.
Actually, mali yun eh. I was one of the early signatories of the manifesto of support for GMA. Kaya nga, if you try to do your math, no, there were 248 members present that day. 184 voted in favor of GMA, 12 abstained. Question is, what happened to the balance? Diba? That's why, if the body of the resolution that the House has ratified is the same body that they adopted as stipulated in the manifesto of support for GMA, then there wouldn't be a problem. Kasi maraming nakapirma doon. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's even more than 184. Dun sa yung manifesto of support that we all signed. And other than the manifesto, there were 3 documents that were being circulated. At NPC did their own signing. The Nationalista Party, which I belong, did our own signing. And all this, and Lakas also, and other parties present at that time, did their own gathering of signatures. And isa ako dun sa pinakauna na pumirma to. Kasama ko si Congressman Winnie.
Nakakalito talaga at that time. Nakakalito talaga at time because there are a lot of petitions that are being signed. So we made sure, baka some even signed dun po sa retention ni Speaker Alvarez, thinking that it was for the GMA.
Let me just clarify. The Nationalista Party took a stand, no? And all the
As a party.
as a party, and all the members of the NP that were present during that day all signed this manifesto of support for GMA and manifesto for change of leadership. So wala hong ano dyan. We are 30 members, regular members, and 9 allied party list members in the Nationalista Party coalition.
May follow-up question ka? Sige. Then after you, si Joyce Ilas.
Sir, follow-up lang po. Since yun nga may changes sa leadership, yung PDP laban po ba sir or NP, parang are you considering an alliance with the party of Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte?
The Nationalista Party is in coalition and an ally of the PDP Laban, no? Headed by the chairman, who is the president, President Rodrigo Duterte, and other officials, Senator Coco Pimentel and former Speaker Alvarez. So naka-alliance ho kami dyan, kami ho ay naka-coalition from the beginning of this Congress. Magkakasama na ho.
But sir,
About yung hope po, party ni Sara Duterte, wala kayong alliance sa at least
Sa
on
national-
local level?
You mean the Nationalista Party? I will have to ask the officers and the officials of the party kasi I think we're working on something like that in the future. Sa ngayon, wala pa ako. None that I know of.
Well, as far as I know, no, it is a regional party, right? So we're on the prospect of all major political parties that is national in scope, no, will now coalesce with the regional party. So it's really unorthodox that a major, huge political party that is of national impact will now coalesce with the regional party. That is very possible. Well, that is only in terms of principle, in terms of ideals, in terms of programs. But
Joyce?
as to the choosing of as to the selection of the candidates that will be held come October, so that is a different issue.
Okay, yeah,
Kung
Joyce.
you said po na you want to recommend SGMA as a national position po, gaano kalakas sir yung clamor amongst PDP members to recommend her to a national position? And what position?
Well, I could only limit my answer to the time that we have discussed this, no, with some party members. We are a few. So for the national party, for the PDP party, to have more influence and impact in terms of projects, in terms of needs, in terms of aspirations and concerns of the members, magkakaroon na po tayo ng signing ng mga certificate of candidacy come October, right? So for it to have value, I think our speaker, being a member of the PDP, should be more influential in running the affairs of our party. And we could only do this by electing him and elevating her position in a higher office, perhaps another position or section or whatever that is appropriate for her position. It would be beneficial for the members of it.
Sir, may worry ba na since, because of what happened here, kung hindi aalis si Alvarez sa pwesto, hindi niya pipirmahan yung koda ng mga congressmen?
It's premature, di ba? Everything is premature right now in the light of recent development. Hintayin natin yung, because Secretary Cusi is also part of the PDP. He's aligned with GMA. So I do not know how the political setup will be played out come October. But what is important is we should maximize the potential and effect ng Office of the Speaker by elevating the Speaker GMA into a national position in our political party that would speak well for the party mates, that would speak well for the country.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, go ahead.
Sir, good morning po, Marina TV. Sir, yung parang feeling ko lang, sir, yung pati ngayon yung PDP laban yung mga members. So, kumusta yung sitwasyon nyo sa loob? How's your relationship with each other?
Well, it is still civil dahil as is naman, wala naman ho galawan. The first order of business is to unite both factions. And I hope it would not go into the situation wherein a faction will be ousted, similar to what happened the other day. So within Congress, now we try to maintain civility and harmonious relationship, and we hope that we will find a common ground that of acceptance. So ngayon wala pa. So ina-avoid mo namin that one faction will be ousted.
So, hindi
It's either we get ousted or they get ousted.
What faction are you referring to? Kasi there are three factions so far. Meron GMA, may Alvarez, and there's one like Garcia.
I really don't know of the third faction of the Garcia group.
But when President Duterte said that dapat pagkakaisahin ulit, is he referring to Alvarez and GMA or the two factions Alvarez GMA as against the Garcia? Kasi according to the yung reports, ito daw si Bongo was elected as auditor of the other faction. So saan tayo nagkakaroon ng problema ng disunity?
I really cannot read the mind of the president when he uttered that he will intervene on the several factions of PDP right now. But what is important right now, the major problem right now that we have to contend are the two factions na naglaban po last Monday. That is the Alvarez faction and the GMA faction.
So yung event ng Friday po sa Amurato, hindi po kinikilala yung mga leaders po?
Well, we are under the faction of Coco Pimentel and Speaker Alvarez, no? And there was a manifesto. The same was also signed by Deputy Speaker Cusi, who is aligned with GMA. And they had this manifesto that they would not recognize. They would not recognize that faction that convened in Amurato.
Sir, according to Deputy Speaker Nonoy Andaya, the so-called supermajority na create ni former Speaker Bebot Alvarez will remain kasi yung mga parties daw na grupo, numbers of supporters ni GMA, it remains supermajority. Sa NP ba, solid talaga yung almost 30 and plus 9, almost 39 na NP allies sa likod ni GMA?
Yes, so in fact lahat yan nag-signify ng kanilang support in the manifesto that sinirculate nung araw na yun. Nananatili yung unity ng aming partido dito sa usapin ng speakership. In fact, marami din na mga umalis na sa Nationalista Party ang gusto ngayon bumalik. No? And they're all welcome according to our founder, according to our principal. Everybody's welcome and they will be all accepted pag bumalik sila sa partido.
On the part of the PDP, Congressman Winnie Castelo, sir, totoo ba na may mga nag-iisip na ngayon na kumalas sa Alvarez faction?
None that I know, we're trying to consolidate the factions and talk it over with the members to maintain. In fact, no less than Albi Benitez, I think, is assigned to unify the group that was aligned with the GMA faction.
Can you confirm that, sir? Na totoo ba na si Congressman Albi Benitez is the leader of PDP Laban here in the House of Representatives?
Well, he is the emotional choice right now. He was very effective when he gathered and convened the Visayas group. He was able to deliver all of them to the faction of GMA. So we cannot see any reason why his leadership will also be in question. Why, if ever, he will intervene and unite those factions. I am sure also he is also acceptable to the faction of Alvarez Fariñas group.
Okay,
So
another one
Albi
question.
will be a good bet to unify both factions.
Sir, pa-confirm lang kung totoo bang patawag daw kayo ng ni Pangulong Duterte yung mga members ng PDP to have a meeting with you para ma-resolve itong issue nga ng
Wala pa.
within.
None that I
Wala pa
know.
kayo alam.
None that I know.
Mara, then Wayne, then go.
So Romara Cepeda po from Rappler. Just a quick question. Can you give us an idea more or less kung ilan po yung nasa faction po ni na former Speaker Alvarez and Congressman Fariñas and then now under Speaker Alvarez, under PDP?
I think those who signed are about 40 to 60. I'm not quite sure with the number, but there are officers like Gaston Bunting was there, Albi Benitez was there, and certain big shots of the PDP jumping to the wave group of GMA. As to the specific number, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure of it.
When?
Sir, ano yung 40 to 60?
O paano yung 40 to 60?
Well, they belong now. Well, as we are talking right now, mga PDP laban ko. No, that is why the order of the day is to unify it, and God forbid that either one of the factions will be ousting each other.
So yung 40 to 60
It's either we get ousted or they get ousted.
the 40 to 60 is the GMA faction.
Yeah.
Out of how many PDPs?
I'm not quite sure, RG. No? I'm sorry, I did not do my homework. Because when Speaker GMA and Deputy Secretary Pusi presided over, I was also late. So baka kasi alam.
Welcome muna natin si Congressman Rodel Batocabe ng Party List Co-People at head ngayon ng Party List Foundation here in the House. Wayne, go ahead please.
Sir, kasi yung naghahangat ng minority group sa House of Reps eh. Una, yung Suarez group wants to retain yung minority. Second, yung grupo ng LP sumulat na kay GMA asking na sila i-recognize and appointing Miro as their minority leaders. Yung grupo po ni Speaker Alvarez sumulat na rin kay GMA. How do you think should the House of Representatives resolve this issue?
Sino ba? Kong Rodel, please.
Alam mo, una, ano yung implikasyon ng mga sulat na yun? Una, rin-recognize na si GMA as the duly elected speaker. No more question sa leadership ng House. Pangalawa, rin-recognize din ang rules. Ano po yung rules? Ang rules kung paano sasali sa minority or kung paano sasali sa majority. And that is true. Yung magsusulat ka doon sa majority leader at mag-a-apply ka rin doon sa minority. Yun po. Yung ang nakikita kong implikasyon dyan, rin-recognize nila yung rules kung paano ka pwede na sumali sa majority at kung paano ka sasali sa minority. So ang gustong sabihin, ito na, recognize na nila yan na ang gagawin na lang ay iproseso na lang po in accordance na ang aming rules kung paano ka sumali sa majority o kaya sa minority.
So, paano ma-resolve yun? Ano yung nagahati?
Ano po, apat na. Ba yung mga bayan group? Yung mga bayan group ba yung...
Ngayon, ang ganda rules kung tatanggapin sila ng minority. Yun po ang nasa rules. Tingnan ninyo.
Okay, si Joyce muna. Joyce, please. Then after Joyce, si Lianesca.
Si Winnie, sir, you said na parang chosen leader si Albi Benitez para mag-unify. Sir, meron bang particular position na ibibigay sa kanya?
He is acting on his own personal capacity, but I'm sure there is an imprimatur also from the rest of us. But there is no official function or designation as yet.
Do you think he will
This is an informal tasking that was delegated to him.
Sir, yung sa minority leadership, kasi may argument na based on existing house rules din, the Suarez group virtually ousted themselves by voting for GMA sa speakership. So, how do you respond to that argument? Do you agree with that? And meron din pong argument yung LP na letting Suarez keep the minority post is like repeating the same mistake of former Speaker Alvarez. Kasi very limited yung dissent. Some lawmakers parang feeling left out in the cold that they can't express their sentiments in such a setup. Parang mas healthy kung may space for dissent. How do you respond?
Ako personally, if we will just stick by the rules, makikita mo naman kung sino dun yung minority. Gaya nga nung kanina kong sinasabi ko kanina, that if there are 4 or 3 or 4 of those members who wish to become the minority leader, let it resolve it among themselves. No? Let them resolve it among themselves. Kasi us in the majority doesn't have any business at all with the business of the minority. Kanila yon, sabi ko nga kanina, love affair ng minority yan, and they should resolve it among themselves. Again, in my opinion, if you stick by the rules, it is very clear who becomes the majority and who becomes the minority. In this case, those who voted for the winning speaker are the members of the majority. And those who did not and abstain are actually the minority. Now, kung marami sila, they both entertain different schools of thought. May sinabi nga na hindi naman daw bakante yung position ng speaker, ng minority leader, yung only ng speaker. Remember, parang meron tong election eh. Nag-elect tayo at may mga kandidato. So, automatic, dun sa mga kumandidato, may mananalo, may matatalo. At yung nanalo, automatically becomes the speaker. And those who voted in favor of the winning candidate becomes the members of the majority. And those who lost in the election now becomes the minority. And those who abstained also has the right to become the minority.
Joyce, then Ben.
Meron daw pong manifesto na iniikot expressing support for Farinas to be minority leader. Nakita niyo po ba yun? And pumirma pa kayo?
Well, doon lang sa Viber group. Pero it's not yet catching fire. As to the manifesto, black and white, none that I have seen.
But anong discussion dun sa Viber group, sir? Anong usapan?
You want me to reveal it?
Bakit sir, pwede nyo lang i-share? What was the proposition?
There are some members in our Viber group who express that sentiment.
Follow-up? I mean, don't you feel na, yun nga, it's repeating what happened during former Speaker Alvarez's watch na limited yung dissent, baka hindi rin healthy?
Teka, mamaya muna yan. Tanungin ko muna si... Okay. Ang nakarating sa akin ba na merong manifesto for majority leader Farinas to be majority leader. And there are attempts to talk to among our members to enlist support for majority leader Farinas. But kami po sa party list coalition will always maintain that whatever ang ang direction taken by the majority, we will follow that as a matter of party coalition discipline. Yun.
So,
And it appears ngayon that ang aking kababayan na si Congressman Ugnayan ang ino-nominate na majority leader.
so ano dyan, sir, na
May just the concern here, I think, no, reading the body language of some of our colleagues, no, there are some representatives in the northern provinces na apprehensive because there is a political dynamics dyan po sa north, sa Ilocos, because we all know that very active din sina Amy who campaign for the installation of Speaker GMA. So I think there is some political problem
Hinaharap, sir.
on your question, on the concern that you raised.
Sir, hinaharap po nila yung pagiging minority leader.
Needless to say, because Amy was there on the podium. We were very happy, I think, to see her all smiles and doing the victory sign.
so would you say there's no chance that Marinas can retain the majority leadership? Right?
That's very premature because some of our colleagues also belonging to the majority. Very expressive naman sila in
And
support.
he has also expressed his willingness to become minority leader.
That's the
he-
problem because Attorney Fariñas was very emphatic that he will not accept retention as the majority floor leader if and when the Speaker Alvarez is ousted.
Sir,
Expressed niyan during our caucus moments before the resumption of the session. So I really do not know if there's a change of heart on that.
sir, kung just in case, because we were told that the Marinas has already sent a letter to the Speaker that he will lead the minority. Now, if there will be an election and he loses, thus he becomes an independent, what would you prefer then? Marinas being an independent or a minority leader, and what damage can he give? Can he give to the Duterte's legislative priorities?
Ganito lang, under the rules, he has to be accepted by the minority. He has to be, that depends on the minority. And among themselves, they will elect a minority leader. But apparently, the minority leader is saying there is no vacancy sa minority leadership. Now, you have to declare first, among the minority members, na vacant ang minority leader. Eh ngayon, hindi naman vacant eh. Ngayon, kung let's say for example, assuming that they're accepted doon sa minority, o hindi kung magsabi sila, let us all declare the minority leader vacant. Then gano'n, mag-i-elect po yung minority kung sino ang magiging leader nila. Now, chances are, most likely, he will not be accepted. Chances are, minority leader Danny Suarez will stick to his position, and ito na po ang mangyayari. Yung mga gusto nila na hindi sila ma-accept ng minority, they can go on as independent and they can be effective fiscalizers dito ngayon sa Kongreso po. Yan ang nakikita ko po dito. Yung mga LP, yung grupo ni Majority Leader, the ex-Majority Leader Fariñas, sila na po ang magiging fiscalizer at the same time together with the minority. So it all depends sa minority kung tatanggapin sila.
So what is preferable to the majority?
Parinas being a minority leader or an independent? A leader of another
Wala.
independent group.
Sa kanila po yan, internal na rin po yan. Now, considering the letter ni Majority Leader ng Fariñas na it does not intend to be in the majority, ha? So, wala na po kami, hindi na namin po yan na saklaw. Bahala na po sila doon kung anong gagawin ni Majority Leader Fariñas. And of course, you know, si Congressman Fariñas is very competent legislator, and of course, knowledgeable sa law, and of course, sa rules din. So, he will also be very helpful in pushing for legislation in the 17th Congress, considering less than 1 year to go na lang kami.
Tricia, please.
Sir, hi sir, good morning.
In case this is not resolved, no, among those seeking for the minority leadership, can this be resolved in the plenary? If so, what will be the scenario no, in the plenary? Kasi if there is a deadlock or standoff, di ba? Kasi mukhang walang gustong magbigay.
Tingin ko po ang issue lang dito, may magpo-question lang yan regarding the minority leadership. Kung, point of order, kung may bakante sa minority leader. Ngayon, most likely, ang sasabihin niyan, walang bakante. And then, magdedebatihan na po yan. I assure you, tingin ko, magdedebatihan yan, hindi ma-resolve yan sa isang araw. Pero, at the end of the day, kung gusto nila mag-minority, those issues should be resolved within the minority. Hindi na po kami. Because ang huling directive po ni Speaker GMA among the committee chairs ay dire-diretso, business as usual. Ituloy na ang mga trabaho at saka na po yung mga kung ano man, kung nag-iisip ng major revamp or organization saka na. So, as is po muna, we have to do our duty.
Still have question there.
So sir, yung sa majority, pwede bang ma-confirm kung kailan yung gagawin yung i-declare na vacant yung position ng majority, and then when do you plan to intend to, when do you intend to do the elections to fill up the position?
As far as the majority is concerned, it's already a done deal. What is left to do is to get a consensus of the group, ask for the signal of ask for the preference of the speaker, then we'll just confirm it in plenary.
So without declaring the position vacant, kasi di ba may interim pa rin?
Well, it has already been resolved. When we accepted GMA as the speaker, it goes without saying that we will now have a new majority floor leader. So what is left to be done is choose among the personalities who among themselves will be chosen as the majority floor leader.
While the election for the new speaker was ongoing, nag-appoint ho tayo ng interim majority leader in the person of Congressman Deputy Speaker Fred Castro. At until now, until it has been changed, siya pa rin yung ating majority leader. But today, I suppose that there will be some changes with respect to the position of majority leader, Secretary General, Sergeant at Arms, and this should all be done on the floor. Dapat merong nomination at merong election.
This afternoon, sir.
Yes, this afternoon. Yes. Well, ako personally, alam niyo naman kung sino yung choice ko. No? Kung among all the potentials, lahat po yan magagaling, pero para sa mata ko, ang pinakamagaling dyan ay si Nonoy Andaya.
I second the motion. Bayan ko yan.
Sir, balikan lang natin yung sa minority. Sino bang mag-acknowledge talaga kung sino ang minority? Is the speaker?
Okay. On record, because I always maintain, na ang bakante lang, speaker. The House has been duly constituted already on day 1 na of session. Merong majority na, may minority na. Ngayon, ngayon pa lang, wala pong nagbago doon sa majority-minority composition. Minority leader si Dennis Wallace. And I do not see any reason kung bakit hindi siya recognized as majority leader. If they want to reorganize the minority leader, then among themselves, they should declare it vacant and then elect a new minority leader.
Pero set aside nyo sa yung rules nyo na those who voted for the speaker will all automatically belong to the majority.
I do not subscribe to that interpretation because yung pong provision na yun, kung makikita po nyo sa rules natin, ay refers only to the organization of the House. Para malaman po natin kung sino ang speaker at para malaman din natin kung sino ang majority at kung sino ang minority. Kaya sinabi, yung nanalo, doon ka sa majority. Yung natalo, sa minority ka. Ngayon, yung nangyari dito, dineklarang vacant yung speaker. Now, we voted our leader. Hindi po kami para alamin kung sino ang majority and minority because the speaker is the leader of the House. Hindi po yan leader lang ng majority, hindi lang po leader ng minority. Ang minority ay may karapatan din bumoto sa gusto nilang speaker. At ang majority, gaya ng karapatan ng majority. So, ang gusto ko sabihin dito, nung binoto namin si GMA, kahit majority, minority, ang binoto namin dito, yung leader namin ng lahat. Kaya hindi nila pwedeng sabihin na, oy, bumoto ka, hindi ako bumoto kay GMA, minority ako. Hindi. Kasi ang leader, ang speaker po, hindi po yan, she does not belong to the majority, nor she belongs exclusively to the minority. She is the leader of both the majority and the minority. Ngayon, meron na tayong majority, minority, ano pang pag-uusapan natin dyan? Yeah. So, i-declare ng minority na basic ang kanilang leadership, then mag-select sila, mag-elect sila ng kanilang minority leader.
Okay, pero pa ba? Siguro sir sa mga committees, after GMA assumption, nakita naman natin na masasabi natin parang legacy ng previous leadership ay yung number one sa quorum. Hindi nagka-problema sa quorum, yung mga standing committees, nagtrabaho talaga sila. Ano ho nga asahan ng mga committees natin? We have 2 chairman at 3. Dahil si Congressman Patucape, chairman din ng globalization, di ba ba?
Wala niya po.
Okay. Ano hong ina-expect natin sa iba't ibang committee?
Well, Ed,
Yan yung pinamumunuan.
we got marching order that we convene, we organize, and we meet already. No, so that is now the marching order, and we will follow the initiative of the speaker. At yung forum that has been very successful, we will try to maintain it. So the first thing to do is to convene and to organize. So unless that there is a change of committee leadership, ang assumption ko dito ay ituloy lamang po ang pag-meeting. So most of the committee chairman naman, no, I think most of them, 99% voted in favor of GMA. The ticklist issues lang yung sa Committee on Justice, yung sa Committee on Good Government, and Committee on Constitutional Reorganization, I think, and Natural Resources. So, yung legislative franchise is already up in the air, I think, no? But we should also take into consideration that the head, si Chicoy Alvarez, I think also joined, although he was not included in sa 184, but the following day in the House of GMA he was there. So I think that has also that has to be resolved also.
Pero I think they should not committee, Chairman.
Because the chairman of those committees are holdouts. In other words, they have expressed their support to former Speaker Alvarez. But they were part, Weng, no? They were part, those 3, and some of them, they were part of the meeting that was presided by Speaker GMA, that they continue with their function.
Hindi, may dadagdag lang ako. The mere fact na sumulat ka na you want to join the minority, hindi ka na pwede maging chair. So isa po doon sa mga sumulat, si Congressman Umali, Congressman T, ay ito na si Congressman Ugin, kung kasama doon. Pero I'm sure si Congressman Umali, si Congressman T, who holds yung committee ng natural resources and then justice. So kung if you want to join the minority, hindi ka na pwede magiging committee chair. So yun ang intention is to join the minority. And at the same time, alam mo, traditionally sa House, pag ikaw deputy majority leader, hindi ka na pwede na maging chair. But there are a lot of majority leader na at the same time chair. So I think we have to correct this. Bakit yan? Napili lang itong select group of people na deputy majority leader na, and at the same time, chair pa ng mga committee. Hindi lang special committee, but very important committees of yours.
Congressman Ace, on your committee, anong mangyayari sa committee mo?
Well, patuloy yung mga tinatalakay doon, mga pending bills, no? Lalo na doon sa amendments doon sa Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act. And other bills, no? Walang mag-iiba, patuloy, may marching orders, patuloy nyo yung ginagawa nyo. At I expect that the members of the committee will also be present all the time during the committee hearings.
Okay, with that, no more. Maraming salamat po muli sa ating mga